Hello guys, and welcome to my first makeup tutorial-ish video. So I'll start off by saying that I am by no means a professional makeup artist or anything like that. I might end up taking a course in like cosmetology at some point, but as of now I'm just somebody who just enjoys makeup, and people seem to like the way that I do it, so I'm going to try and show you guys some stuff. So first thing you want to do is prime your skin, and I basically already did that. First thing I use is always the concealer though. I have a little zit there, and a few other marks on my face, so you want to cover those up. Foundation. Actually, another thing I should say is that my makeup does vary quite a bit depending on the season. I live in Toronto. Toronto is, of course, a city that has cold winters and hot summers. I tend to wear a lot less makeup in the summer. Typically just a little eyeshadow and some little eyeliner and some lip gloss or something like that. So in the summer, yeah, I wear a lot less makeup. I don't like wearing any foundations or anything like that because it's just too... I don't know. I feel like I would just sweat it off in like 20 minutes. However, in the winter, I wear foundation because I get pretty pale. If you guys don't know me, I'm actually mixed race. I have a white dad and a Latin mom. So I try to kind of... In the summer, I get a decent tan. But in the winter, I'm pale as hell. So I try to like give myself a little bit of color anyway with some foundation. If you guys want to know what your shade for foundation is, it's probably best to go to a store like Sephora or MAC, and the people there can help you out with that. My neighbor's tapping away. I don't know what's happening there. Tap, tap, taparoo. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, 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 tap. This is another MAC product. This is a eyeshadow primer. And what this does is it'll help the eyeshadow stick to your eye. So it'll have better like staying power. But it will also have a lot more pigmentation. Because it's more of a white surface that it's on. So the color is going to show more. And that is the base for my eyeshadow, which I'll show you now. Now, this is something that probably every makeup wearer on planet Earth has right now. And it's my favorite. I mean, it's a lot of people's favorite. Naked Urban Decay, the first one. Okay, so now you take the Naked, which is the third color in there. And you just put that like in the corner, in the very corner of your eyelid here. And again, there are, of course, many different kinds of makeup brushes. I have a whole set right here. Many different kinds of makeup brushes that you can use for your eyes and all that. I like using the brush that comes with the Naked palette because, again, I'm just lazy. And honestly, this is a good brush. I like it. The colors I'm going to do today are Smog and Dark Horse. As you can see, Smog is that one there, and Dark Horse is that one there. As you can see, those are some colors that I use a lot. Smog and Toasted are my two favorite ones, as you can tell, because they're half gone. So the Smog you put on the whole rest of your eyelid, And you also kind of blend it into the naked, which I'll show you in a sec, as soon as I get this on my eye. So yeah, you just, once you get like a good coverage, you just kind of do like that. You kind of like push the pigment inwards towards where the naked is, and they kind of blend together. Usually for blending, I use this end of the brush. I'll do that after I put on the dark horse though, and I just blend the shit out of the entire thing. You'll see what I mean. And same thing, once you get like a good coverage on your eye, that's when you like yeah, blend inwards. Okay, so now you take your dark horse, which again is that one there, the one right beside smog. And you can do the same look with a lot of these different colors. Like as I said, I like to use toasted as well, which is the reddish one there. And when I use toasted, I use the combination toasted and hustle. And I've also done it before with gunmetal and creep. Yeah. But when you do take the dark horse, the darkest color that you're going to be using, you just want to get it like on the edge of your brush over there, not like the whole thing. And that goes in the crease. So I know right now it looks kind of weird, but that's what you do. You just kind of get it all up in there. Don't cover your entire eye, just cover like I even went a bit too far. I probably should have stopped it right around there. Can you guys see that? Yeah, you can. And this is where you blend the shit out of it. So take the opposite end of the brush and just go ham at it. Like, again, you want to blend inwards. Once you feel like you've gotten a good blend inwards, you can blend out a bit, but don't do that too much because you don't want the eyeshadow to be covering like half your face. And again, this is when your finger is good. Like if you can, I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's a lot more pigmentation right here than there is here. And you can clearly see a difference in the colors. And so that's when I use my finger to try and blend it out just that much more. This is something I think the finger is really good for, is like filling in that gap so that it's a lot less noticeable that, you know, there's a much darker color here than there is here. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So if you guys can see, it's very blended, mostly blended inwards towards my eye, but also slightly blended outwards. And yeah, if you guys can see, it kind of goes from lighter to darker, and that's what you want. If you feel like you do mess it up a little bit, some of it will be hidden by your eyeliner. So as you can see, I put like just a little bit too much eyeshadow on this end here. And when I blended out, there was more than I wanted there to be. And so it's still kind of noticeable even after the finger blending. But when I do my eyeliner, it'll kind of be hidden. So this one is Sephora. I've also used a few other brands that I was happy with, like Kat Von D makes a good one. And if you want to get like a drugstore brand, I don't even know if this is available in the States because I think it's a Shoppers Drug Mart brand, but Gosh Makeup, they make a good liquid eyeliner. Doing this is kind of tricky, but I mean, you get the hang of it after a while. I just kind of go bit by bit, like do a line, do a line, do a line, do a line, and kind of build on top of it as I go. You'll see what I mean. I'll show you. When I do my eyeliner, I like to get all up in the mirror's business. So that's the first line that I did. Obviously, I'm going to do a lot more than that. I just kind of use that as like a base, and I'll build on top of that, go from there. And see, now it's starting to get a lot bigger. Obviously, I still have to fix it up a lot more, and I still have to do like the wing part of it. I usually do that after. Actually, I'm probably going to do that now. This one is not done yet, but I'm going to do this eye now. Yeah, I like to get them both, have a general idea of what each one is going to look like, and then I can, before I finish it, so then I can try my best to make them resemble each other. They're still not perfect, but I'm going to leave it as is. When it comes to my makeup, this is what I get complimented on more than anything else, is my eyebrows. This is one of the drugstore brands that I absolutely love, Annabelle. I've used more high-end brow pencils, but this one is my favorite one. I've been using it for years and I love it. And I also love the fact that I can do this and creep people out. If for whatever reason I can't find one of my spacers, this cap is the perfect size. And so the general rule when it comes to your eyebrows is that you want your brow to start, if you line it up with your nose, you want the front of your brow to be right about there where it would line up perfectly straight with your nose. And then you want the arch in your brow to kind of be halfway across your eye. From your nose up to your brow, you want it to be halfway across your eye. So your arch should be right about here, if you can see that. And then for the end of your brow, it should be right about there, so that it is at the opposite end of your eye. And so your arch will be right about, or not your arch, the end of your eyebrow will be right around there. Everybody's like, bitch, your eyebrows are on point. And they are. I know. No, they're not on point, they're on fleek. That's what people say now. What the hell does fleek even mean? I must be too old. I don't fucking understand this slang nowadays. And it's exactly the same thing as I did with my eyeshadow. Or not with my eyeshadow, with my eyeliner. Try your best to make them match each other. But that's what they say about eyebrows, is that they're not meant to be twins, they're meant to be sisters. Meaning that it's okay if they are not perfectly identical. In my case, this eyebrow usually has like a much higher arch than this one, which is more slightly flatter. So maybe it's something that only I notice, but I always feel like it's like woo and then woo, you know? Again, everybody's their own worst critic. I notice these things in myself, but other people probably don't notice them. And, you know, that's going to be the same with you, with everybody else that does their makeup and anything. Everybody is their own worst critic. I actually feel like they're not that bad today. So that's that. And just to creep you guys out, I'm gonna do this. Yeah, bitches. So now I'm gonna do my lashes. So lashes aren't cheap. I mean, they're like $3 or $4 per set. Definitely not cheap enough that you want to use a new pair every day. Or I mean, it depends. If you're not a constant lash wearer, then whatever. If you're somebody that wears lashes on a regular basis, you probably are going to want to use them more than once. And so the first thing you got to do, as I've already used these ones before, is you need to pick off, this might sound kind of gross, but you need to pick off the excess shit from the last time you wore them. It's not actually shit, it's glue and glue with a little bit of makeup that got stuck to it from the last time you wore them. Oh, actually, one more thing. This is one thing that I feel like you need to spend a bit more on. The Urban Decay is the best setting spray I have used. Holds it there all fucking day and night and million years. Another thing that's good to... And I just broke that. I just broke one of my brushes. Lovely. One thing that's also good to do with the lashes that you've already worn is to brush them out, get any excess glue or mascara or whatever else out of there so they're as nice looking as possible for worn ones. And for that I use this brush. Mine is obviously broken, and now it's even more broken. I'll fix that after though. Nail glue, or lash glue, I mean. Be careful with this stuff. Few things are more painful than a big chunk of this shit in your eye. You will fucking cry. You will ruin your makeup when you cry. It sucks. So just try to avoid it as much as possible. Now you want to wait a sec, like, you get some on the brush and then you want to wait a sec before you put it on because you need it to be, this stuff gets tacky and you need it to be tacky to stick on your eye. And again, using false lashes overall is something that is completely the choice of that person. If you're not somebody who's ever going to wear false lashes, then just skip over this entire step. Mascara is something I don't think you need to go crazy expensive with. Honestly, most mascaras are the same if you ask me. So 9 times out of 10 I'll be using like literally the cheapest mascara I can buy. You're not so much going for coverage with your mascara. You're mostly going for blending. You want your real lashes to blend with the false ones. So yeah, there's that. I'll start on my lips now. And today I'm going to use this cream lipstick from NYX. I use a lot of NYX products. They're kind of they're a drugstore brand, but I'll say they're like a top-end drugstore brand. And they're a good price too. Like I have a lot of their cosmetics and I'm a big fan. Okay, on to the contour. There's a million different ways of doing contour. You see it all over the internet nowadays. Lots of trendy ways of contouring your face. I personally just go with the most simple method, which is, I'm sure you've all heard of it. It's the 3, and then you go in here with the highlighter. You guys will see it when I do it. I honestly keep forgetting that this is in my ear. Oh my god, somebody stuck a pencil through my ear. So you might not be able to see the highlighter on my face, but you can definitely see the contour, or maybe you can. Yes, a little bit. The highlighter is basically here, kind of in a triangle shape on my forehead. And then in between the contour on my nose there, I have the highlighter, and in between the contour and the divot, I have some on my chin, and of course right here between the three, on the upper part of my cheek and on the lower part of my cheek, I have the highlighter as well. And then that's where you blend. Right now, I like to use these for blending. They're my knockoff beauty blenders. And usually after doing that, I have to touch up a few things. Like right now, my eyebrows got kind of messed up from doing that. Oh, there it is. That will do. Little blush on your cheeks. And then, yeah, I try to use my lipstick to get like that perfect heart lip shape, if you know what I mean. I'll show you in a sec. It's not perfect, but it'll do. Yep. When you start lining your waterline, you're bound to cry a few times and, you know, jab yourself in the eye. I know I did that a million times when I started wearing eyeliner in my waterline. I don't know, you do it enough times so you just kind of learn how to not do that. And there you go. And yeah, this is a typical day's makeup for me. If you guys like it, let me know. Comment, subscribe, like the video. If you have any looks that you would like to see me do, request it. Let me know what you think. Mwah. Bye, bitches. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to like me on social media. Yeah, thank you very much.